What's up, everybody? This is the One Verse Podcast, the number one podcast in the Metaverse. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and we hope you enjoy the podcast today. I'm Schlick, this Isaac, this Neil, and we're the One Verse team.
One verse. Hey.
One Verse. What's up, y'all?
Nothing much, man.
Not much, man. Just enjoying this nice little Christmas Eve time,
Yep.
having a good time, getting ready for the holiday.
Yep. Just got home from traveling, so home with family now. Got my son with me. It's gonna be a good weekend.
Neo, let's try and figure out exactly why or how you got into VR. What got you started in this journey of Oculus?
Well, first off, I've been heavily into like NFTs and crypto. And once I like discovered this whole movement of like the metaverse, like this digital world where you could just like tap into and like kind of like eventually get to the point where you could use your NFTs and cryptos in the metaverse. I was like, dude, I need to hop in the metaverse now when it's so early on. So then I started like doing my research to see like how can I get started, and that's when like the whole Quest 2 popped up, and I was like, dude, I definitely got to get one of those to like start tapping into the whole metaverse and seeing what's about. Um, Next, I got it. I got it for like the holidays for like Black Friday. Tapped in, and ever since I was like, whoa, this is amazing. I love this idea. I love the concept behind it. The metaverse is like literally like the future of so many different things. It's like I just fell in love
Yeah.
with it.
How long you had it for?
About like 2 to 3 weeks now, maybe like almost a month.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
been about a month. Yeah, I
yeah, I
had it a
think
little
almost.
a little longer before you. So I
Yeah,
got it because just I got a bunch of friends and family that have it, and they're like, "Oh man, we gotta get it and play Beat Saber and Contractors and all these different games." So I got it, and I don't know where I heard about venues, but I downloaded it, and I was just like, oh well, they got basketball games. I'm just gonna go in there and just watch some games. And I went in, and the first group that I saw, I started kind of hanging out with them. Then I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. So then I hopped back in again, and then that's when I met you guys. So it was like literally well, maybe the third time that I met you guys.
right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and it was pretty cool. It was a whole new experience. Um, yeah, man, that's how I got started here.
Yeah, I
It
never
was just for fun.
expected. I'm sorry, I never
No,
expected
you're good.
the metaverse to kind of like be this interactive, like this immersive. Like I had an idea, it was like, oh, I want to like learn about the metaverse and jump in the metaverse. But then like once like I tapped into like the whole Horizon venues and like r- got into this, I was like, what? It's so like mind blowing. Even to this day, it's been like a month almost, and I'm still mind blown on the concept and how interacting it is. Like I'm literally on a table. I have my computer here, and I'm
Hmm.
talking to another person that's across the world in a different part of the country, and it seems like you're here immersed. And same as you, like you're here. Like it's crazy. So mind blowing to me. I never knew it was gonna be this immersed.
That brings me to my next question. The first time you put on the Oculus headset, what did you say when you saw that initial Horizon home screen?
Hmm. I was just like mind blown. Like wow. Like this is the future.
So, the first thing I got was venues. So you start off in that your little personal space, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking
Yeah.
around at the stuff. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Edit your avatar and all that. But I didn't know that it was gonna be like That's crazy. Look, I'm scratching my arm. I didn't know it was gonna be like a lobby with people waiting to go into like a concert or to watch a show or something like that. So that kind of surprised me when I saw people. It kind of was a little intimidating, but
Yeah.
once I kind of snuck in a little bit, and they're like, "Hey, come on, come over here," start talking. Like that was when I was like, "Man, this is crazy. This is awesome." Like you can meet people from around the world, different cultures, learn different languages. I know a couple languages, so it's cool to find other people that know those languages. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the first time I went in venues, I was like, couldn't even figure out how to press any buttons, and then the teleporter was on, and I was like, I can't move. And then I walk in there, and then all of a sudden, fucking this girl, I remember meeting her, and the first thing I saw, she was like, "Hi," and I was like, "Are you real?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm real." And she like was like, "Okay, first thing you got to do, take off your teleport, put on slide. After you take off your teleport and put on slide, you can jump." She pretty much just taught me all the basics. And
Right.
that's one thing that I love about Horizon right now is everybody's so friendly. Like,
Yeah.
I
True.
have not met very many
Yeah,
assholes like in the real world.
yeah, very many. I've met a couple. I met a couple. There's a dude literally trying to fight me the other day. It was funny. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, I haven't really came much across like people like that, just assholes straight up. But like the majority are just nice people. Like they either want to like teach you, like upgrade your avatar, like by going from teleport to slide, and like just people are also very informative. Like I
Mhm.
noticed that conversations they go deep, they go real deep in the metaverse. Like compared to like real life, like people kind of just plain and quick and short in the conversations. Here in the metaverse, you go down the rabbit hole. Like people speaking knowledge, speaking tips. Like you go and have like immersive conversations. Unlike the real world, most people just keep it short and quick. That's what I've noticed.
Definitely. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how real it feels. Even though we don't got legs, it's like
I know, right? We're just floating.
um
Yeah, I know that's
it's
kind of
like
true.
you're actually there. Like you can't really tell the difference until you're in it.
Yeah, like
Which
I'm
actually
literally
brings
still
me
in my
to
pajamas, and I'm in
yeah,
my pajamas here too.
He's
I
literally in
Like
his
know.
pajamas.
I
This
literally got
guy
up out of
every
bed,
night before
came in.
logging off puts on his pajamas
Yeah, yeah. This is
so
my
he can
world
have
now.
his avatar rest properly.
Did you brush your avatar's teeth when you woke up too, or
I literally just got up out of bed and came right in here. So
literally?
my avatar's breath probably stinks right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so what do you think your favorite part about this Oculus system is? Is it going to be the games? Is it going to be socializing? Is it going to be the videos? What is the thing that really just makes you like, wow, I love this thing?
Oh shoot,
Honestly,
my bad.
hey there. Honestly, for me, it's everything. Everything about it. It's hard just to pick one thing when it's like it has potential in pretty much all aspects of those categories that you just mentioned. Like all of those things to me are intriguing and fun and interesting. Gaming is
Excuse me.
awesome. Bless you. Like the
Thank you.
gaming is awesome. The creating is awesome. The scripting, designing, all of it. Making videos, doing a podcast like we're doing now. That's all awesome to me in the metaverse. Like it's just fun to do it all. Can't really just pick one. And what about you? What'd you say yours is?
In the beginning, Beat Saber obviously was
Oh,
like
that's a lot of people's
crazy cool,
favorite.
but
Dude, yeah, it's awesome. It's
then I
addicting.
actually did some.
Yeah.
I downloaded Ricky's Plank Challenge. That's that one where you have to walk the plank,
That
Oh,
one's fun
okay,
too.
and
okay.
it's legitimately scary.
Have you found
It's
the script button on the left?
yeah, the 666 mode,
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
and
okay.
yeah, it's legitimately like I. That's every time I show my friends the Oculus. That's the first thing they do. They have to jump off the ledge because nobody
Hmm.
realizes how realistic this thing's gonna be until they put on the VR headset and they're looking over that ledge and they're like, I don't know if I want to jump. And I'm like, oh, weren't you just saying that it's not that big of a deal? So, that's my favorite thing to do. And then, dude, the videos are ridiculous. And I'm not even talking about Horizon, which I love Horizon more than anything, but the videos, the interactive experiences that you can do, the um the content that people are creating that's all around you. Like I was in a space station the other day with this cartoon, and this dude found an alien space shuttle from 1,000 years ago, and then it started hacking his spaceship and like messing with him. It was like a cool story turned horror. It was actually kind of scary. And then there's ones where you can like travel all over the world. Like I went to Athens, Greece, and it literally felt like I was there, just like in a little helicopter above everybody. The video content is spectacular. You guys, I'm sure, have all watched like YouTube videos as well. Like it's
Yeah,
like you're in a movie theater right in your house. You don't need a TV anymore. You just put on this Oculus set and you get the best picture in the house.
literally.
Um, and then, um, of course, Horizon Worlds is amazing. Isaac, you're one of the best builders that I've ever met. You know, Neil, you're great at recruiting
Thanks.
people into our community. So I'm just really excited for the future on how we can grow a community. Everybody watching this podcast, thank you for liking, subscribing, following. We're doing this all for you guys. We're trying to build a valuable experience for y'all, so you can actually learn and gain knowledge from being here.
Yeah,
Right
definitely.
on.
And that's one thing. Like I wanna show and teach as much as I can to let people have fun and be creative as much as they want to, and like think, oh, okay, they see something and they're like, oh, well, that's not possible. Like, no, it is possible. You can make it. You just it's gonna take some time, but I want to be there to be able to show everybody how to be creative and do whatever they want. Okay, 1 second, sorry.
Yeah,
Definitely,
everything's
definitely.
possible here in
Yeah.
Horizon Worlds, especially like just going and looking at Kit's
What game?
swimmy, how she
Literally.
made a blind snake that travels around the world and bounces off everything. It's
Literally.
like you can't even fathom how much capabilities we even have in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is honestly a perfect place where you let your imagination just freely flow with no limitations. That's how I
Yep.
see it. So that's the inspiring part about the metaverse and all of this right now, Horizon Worlds and all of it, is that literally whatever you have in your imagination, your creativity, your potential, you could tap into it. You could literally tap into it in here. That's amazing to me, and it's more beneficial, and it's also good when you could like teach people that, you show people that and how to do that, and you just see them start blossoming on their own and creating their own.
Isaac,
Yes, sir.
how did you start learning about building and creating worlds? Because we're going to give you guys a preview of our world. It's ridiculous how amazing it's becoming and what's capable. How did you start learning about creating? What would be a good resource for people to use to start learning?
So, um, very first time I went into Worlds, I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know about the building part. I didn't know about the scripting. Nothing. I thought it was just like a game. So I went in, and when you go into the plaza, it has like all the portals for the popular world, or what's trending or whatever. And I went to one of them, and I'm not gonna lie, obviously, like it was not good at all. It was pretty bad, and I was looking at the stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, I talked to one of the community guys. I'm like, oh, go check out the worlds, but just know you can also build. Look up the tutorial. So when I saw this person's world and that is popular and trending, I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, well, I can do this. I can make it even look better. So I did the tutorial. I did the scripting tutorials. Looked up how to script certain things. The basic stuff: teleport, the text. There's one I want to learn, the following one, which is like what Kit has on in her world with swimming. Like when you grab the food, like he'll follow you until he gets foods and stuff like that.
Right.
But then I kind of just jumped in after the tutorial and just started building stuff. So um, like I the first thing I tried to build was a realistic tree, as realistic as I can make it, and it came out pretty good. I think it's still there in one of my worlds somewhere. But then after I did that, that's when we started the headquarters, and just started going crazy. I'm like, okay, I need a desk. I love desk spaces. I like
Right.
when they look cool, like modern. Um, so I started with that. then I started figuring out like the little tiny details, like a chair, how to snap everything and make everything perfectly symmetrical. And I'm very OCD when it comes to stuff like that, like building. Like even when I was in Minecraft, like everything had to be perfect. Here you can be very precise. There's certain things that, when you try to get things that are super rounded, that's gonna look a little weird if you really pay attention. But other than that, you can be super precise. Um, yeah. So when I started building, then I started going to other people's worlds and seeing their ideas. Not exactly taking what they did, but just get a concept of how they did it, and then just make it my own. So that's what I'm gonna start doing now. I'm gonna start getting some furniture, some games into our world. I need to finish the water slide going down into our pool. Um, the world is open right now for anybody that wants to check it out, and it's kind of just a rough draft of what we got going on, but it's gonna be the place to go and hang out. I'll tell
Oh,
you that.
definitely. I agree with that. That place has
Yeah,
so much potential.
it's got a lot of potential.
Definitely so much potential.
Yeah, I wish I had pictures or something I can show on here so that whoever's watching the video can see it. But or maybe we can
I'm pretty sure we can edit that in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just edit just like a bird's eye view of the place, just real quick, just so they can kind of see it.
Yeah, definitely. Especially that lounge area with the pool. Show some couple
Yeah.
of shots of the angles and that.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll put it up on
Definitely.
here.
Cool.
Yeah, Neo, brings me back to what I was gonna ask you about. Tell me about photography in the metaverse. Do you think you can start turning photography into like real world photography for the metaverse? Like, what do you think about photography in the metaverse?
It definitely has a lot of potential. It seems like that's like one of the main things to do. Like whenever you go to like venues, Horizon World, you always see people like snapping shots, with their fingers. It just seems like that's the to go thing. And like when you see people having like an actual interaction with the pictures, like, oh here, look at my picture. People actually like take the time to look at it and be like, wow, this looks good. So if people are adding value to it and taking noticeability of that is definitely gonna be some sort of like lucrative, step towards that. And like being a photographer in the metaverse, like showing up here to this meeting and having a photographer just snapping pictures of us to where we could eventually use that in our in our headquarters. We could put it up on the wall, depending if it's celebrity, somebody comes and takes a picture. It's gonna go a long way, especially in social media too, because you could like save that to your phone and post it up on Instagram, Facebook, and that's like, that's how people are getting to know about the metaverse. That's how people are getting to know about you a little bit more, like the extension of who you are in the metaverse. So it's definitely gonna be a good forward step in the photography world. Like that's gonna be a thing, and also video too. Video is gonna be a big thing, probably bigger than photography in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty crazy just the art pieces that we're seeing too, like NFTs. Are you guys into NFTs at all?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not too into it, to be honest. The farthest I've ever gone into stuff like that is stocks. So um, I still don't understand NFTs. Um, one day I'm gonna sit down and really study and learn it, but for now I'm just trying to get all the building stuff and so that people can go and just have fun for now. And then once all that's done, then I'll sit down and learn it. But for now, it's kind of just for fun.
Yeah, what kind of NFTs do you like, Neil?
The one that definitely give the ones that are based on asset, that's for sure. That holds value. NFTs that, when you purchase an NFT, something that gives you back, like something tangible. For sure. Those are the ones that give me like more of a value point.
So what do you mean by like that?
So like cuz you know how NFTs some are just like art pieces, like digital art pieces, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like when you purchase an NFT, you just kind of get that digital art piece and that's pretty much it. I'm talking about like the ones where you purchase an NFT and it has value to it, like where it's a digital art, but then you get something on top
Like an
of that,
actual physical.
like an actual physical support to it. Like if I was to
Mhm.
purchase an NFT of a digital hat, it would be cool to get like that actual hat printed in the real world and emailed to, like, sent out to me, delivered to me, so I could have the actual like digital hat and also the physical hat. So it holds like, that one in one actual value, like
Yeah.
tangible value
Yeah.
instead of just
Oh,
being an
okay.
art.
Yeah, you give your avatar that hat, and then you can actually wear the hat in the real world. That's
Yeah.
exactly the
Exactly.
same. That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
Or like NFT that kind of like grants you access to certain things. Like the whole like Gary V NFT, like the V Friends, right? Like you bought his art piece, but you're getting much more with it. You're getting like what gift, like
Yeah,
you're
I'm
getting
giving
like
free
every
NFT
ex-
dividends. I'm getting access to VCon in May in Minnesota at the Viking Stadium. Getting insider, pretty much information, even though that's public to everybody. Being part of the Gary V Discord, V Friends, is very important if people want to learn about NFTs. He's kind of like the main focus, main educator for NFTs. If you want to learn about them, everything's going to be an NFT one day. I'm telling you, like concert tickets. Steve Aoki even said, and I quote, NFTs will be my tickets pretty soon. Like one day,
Yeah.
everybody's going to need
right,
my NFT to get access to my show. The Shaq just recently released an NFT that goes to his charity foundation. So it's him with like a Christmas hat on, and 100% of the proceeds go to charity. The thing I like most about NFTs is not just purchasing the initial thing, but it's after when people resell it. So everybody's trying to flip, everybody's trying to get rich quick. So when something moons, everybody's going to sell. So as you as a
right,
creator, if you want to create NFTs, what you can do is you can make it so every time somebody sells, you get 10% of the sale.
right,
So
right.
forever and ever, if people are buying and selling your NFTs, you're going to constantly get paid. Gary V, he made $51 million within like the first month of V Friends, just like releasing it. And then he's
It's
already made
insane.
another $41 million because he's selling it and he's been getting dividends. So that's one of the big things that I'm excited about with NFTs is people are always going to be able to get paid for their work.
Right,
Um,
right.
Once they
Yeah,
get
it's
rid of
rewarding.
it, they can still keep reaping the benefits for giving something valuable to the world. So art pieces, if I'm Picasso,
Not yet,
I
baby.
sell my
I'm still
Picasso
eating.
art, and forever I'm getting paid for that
I'm almost
if
done.
they
Okay.
keep reselling it.
Yeah.
You okay?
It's like an extension of you. Like you put like this creative imagination into something you believe in, and then you sell it forward, and like you always, you get something back for that piece of you that you put out to the world to see. It's kind of like what it is.
Exactly.
And like before, back in the days before,
120
Yeah,
around there.
yeah. And we're gonna put our promo code in the link of this description. So if y'all are interested in getting the Oculus, please click our link so you can get $50 off, um, and save some money, right? Um,
definitely, it's cool because they also get a in-store credit of like $60, I think, right now. So that's
yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
I
that's
think it's 60, or
crazy.
I think it went down back to 30.
Oh,
Because
it
I
might
was
be
reading somewhere
30.
that there was a deadline for the 60, and once after that, it just goes to 30. So, you like if I use your code, you get 30, and I get 30.
Right,
But
right,
I've
yeah.
had a couple friends that they use my code and they got 60 and I got 30. So I made $60 from two of them. Not bad.
Yeah, I've had three people buy, and none of them used my code. Those little guys. I was
That's
pissed. I
ninety
was like,
dollars.
what?
That's $90.
I
But the cool
know,
thing is because you
right?
use that to buy like the games, like it's easy. Like
Yeah.
pretty much you just get the games for free.
Yeah. And guys, I'm telling you guys right now, this is the coolest system that I've had. Forget about PS5s. They're
No,
overpriced.
Seriously,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah,
they're hard to
capable of
get.
doing as much as
They're
this.
expensive as hell.
yeah. I'm all about like PlayStation consoles. But ever since I got this, I wanted to get the PS5. Then I got this. I'm like, I don't even think about the PS5 anymore. I don't even have like the necessity or the need or the want to get a PS5. I see it. I'll see it on the shelf right now and be like, yeah,
Man,
nah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
need
go
it.
home.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
I got the
I'm going
Oculus.
to
I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't really
yeah,
need it. Before it was like, oh, I got to get the PS5. I've been wanting it. I don't get that no more. I don't get that feeling
Yep.
anymore.
yep.
Like, why would I go back to a screen?
Right? When you could be immersed inside the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Why?
Dude, when I first got the Oculus, that's all I did. And I was like, come here. And you know that Horizon Homes, like you're in the Grand Canyon mansion or whatever, right? I just had everybody put on the headset and be like, whoa. And like I've had people
Like,
try and sit down on the couch, fall, lean on tables, fall. It's crazy how it tricks the mind when you put this thing on that we're actually in
Yeah.
a
it really
we're
does, yeah.
actually in another universe. We're actually next to each other right now. It's not like your state's thousands of miles away anymore.
Right,
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Florida, California, and Hawaii, man. Three totally
Yup.
Can you
different
believe
time
it?
zones. That's crazy.
You know, it's crazy. We're in like in very tropical places, like in warm places too. Like
It's
it's
cold
Yup.
right
awesome.
now.
It's like these are like one of the three biggest places to go to. You know, when people think like U.S. or near the U.S., it's like, oh, Florida, Cali, Hawaii. Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Florida's about to be underwater soon.
So
Yeah,
it's
I don't
not
know
that
about
much.
that.
California is about to dry up and have no water soon. And Hawaii is just chilling, you know, like just
He said
enjoying
just chill.
paradise.
What's the state fish?
Humu humu nuku nuku apawa'a. There
What
you
the
go.
fuck?
Yup.
Humu humu nuku nuku apua.
Yup.
Yo,
That's
say
the
that
state
again.
fish of Hawaii. Humu humu nuku nuku apawa'a.
Yeah. Apua. It's not apua. It's apua.
Wait,
Uh-uh.
so is that's a name of a
That's
Of a
fish?
fish.
that's the state fish. Yeah, it's a trigger fish. So it's
That's,
got a trigger on their dorsal fin that when they have predators, they'll go inside rocks and then they'll make their freaking trigger all pointed, and you won't be able to pull them out of the rock because that thing, it's stuck. You can't get rid
That's
of it.
crazy.
Yeah.
so is that like Hawaii's like what is it like just idol? Like is that like the fish like right
No,
beside?
no, I don't think Hawaiians have idols. Um,
Well, like his mascot. I mean, like kind of like his
oh
mascot.
yeah, it's the state fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like their state birds,
Right,
like
right,
in the
right.
States and stuff like
The
that.
idol. Yeah, I don't want to say
Yeah,
Hawaii's
we
got any
praise it.
idols. I would.
That's interesting.
Praise humu humu nuku nuku apua.
Yeah.
Humu humu haka waka what? Waka
Oh
flocka?
man.
Did you say waka flocka?
Humu humu nuku nuku apawa'a.
Humu humu apa
Nuku
Humu
nuku.
humu nuku nuku
nuku nuku
apawa'a.
apa wapa.
Yup. Yeah.
Wow,
Similar.
that's really long. It looks like it's really it's long.
It's a long word.
know,
Yeah, and
I'll look this up real quick.
I'm not the best educator on Hawaiian history and studies because I'm a haole from the mainland, but I love it here. And really, just if you treat people with respect and you're humble and you know your place, you're going to be fine here. Um, California, Florida, I haven't really visited much, but I'm glad to be here. That's for sure.
California sucks. I'll tell you that. I hate it. I hate everywhere. I'd rather just live up in the mountains, like in the forest, in a cabin.
Bro,
That's what I'd rather
same.
do.
With your
Same.
Oculus.
With my Oculus, exactly.
Literally.
With my glasses and my,
I know Hawaii, man. Hawaii is definitely in the bucket list. Like I
Hawaii's
definitely
beautiful.
want to go out there. Like I know, like they have culture. You know, they have culture. They have the essence. They have, that energy, that connection to the universe, to life.
Yeah.
Especially
if
the
you
people out there. So I
recommend-
like that. I respect that.
What island would you recommend, like for someone the first time going?
So, well, you're gonna have to go to like Oahu. That's like
Yeah.
the city. That's where all the people are.
That's like the tourist one, right?
I haven't really been to other islands besides Big Island. Big Island, I'll tell you, is pretty ridiculous. Like you can go on top of Mauna Kea and you can snowboard. You can go to Kona and suntan in the beach. You can go to Hilo, and Hilo's like 20, 30 years behind in terms of like just technology. It's very old-fashioned, slow place. Kona is pretty um, dry, and it's a whole different environment. So Hilo is all green, Kona is just desert. Um, and Mauna Kea, it's crazy. It's the only place that you can go play in the snow and then go to the beach and build snowmen on the beach, right?
Damn, that's pretty
um,
cool.
yeah, it's a pretty crazy thing. I heard Maui was really beautiful.
Maui.
Kauai
Yeah.
was amazing. But Oahu, if you're a young guy, you're gonna want to go to Oahu and
Yeah, that's where I went. I
party it
went to
up
Oahu.
over
My
there.
sister actually lived on Oahu. Um, yeah, she's going to school out there. She just recently moved out there. Maybe I think like in April or something like that. She moved out there, and
Oh
she
wow.
loves it. You know, but
Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
went.
there's
I
no
went
better
out to
place.
Oahu. I stayed in Waikiki for about a week a couple years ago, and it was so fun. It was beautiful. The water's clear. I drove around the island, like the whole way. Went to the Polynesian Culture Center, saw Pearl Harbor, all that stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, this turned to a podcast about Hawaii versus the metaverse. Like,
That's
we
how it goes.
gonna
You go on little tangents here and there.
we
Just
I know.
gonna
branch out.
build a Hawaiian paradise theme inside the
Yeah,
Oneverse headquarters
I
now.
guess we got to at this point, right?
Right.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a luau.
When people walk in, you got to put those what is it, those little things you put on
The
people's
lace.
delay. Yeah,
LAs? Say, hey, welcome to the Oneverse headquarters. Bing, put
hell
it on.
yeah.
Dude, you know any like hakas?
Yeah, I don't want to try and do it. It will disrespect the culture, but
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I do know. I do know what they are. They're pretty intense.
Yeah.
They're pretty crazy. Just hearing those people scream, bang on their chest, like you don't want to mess with them.
No. Heck.
So this is kind of like a tribe thing, like a tribal
A war
acknowledgement.
dance.
The war dance. Oh, okay.
Kind of like a battle cry.
Ah, got
Not
it,
gonna
got
lie, if I walked onto the island and then a group of people started doing this, I'd be like, "All right, I'm gone. Shoots, I'm out of here." But
it.
I'm almost
yeah, that's the haka for you.
Right on. Okay.
But yeah, guys,
All right, there we
thanks
go.
for listening to the podcast. We really appreciate you guys liking, subscribing. There's a lot more to come. This is the first one, so of course we're still shaking the rust off, getting all the kinks sorted out. But
Right, right.
we're here to give you guys some valuable information. Be sure to um, comment any questions that you guys have. And be sure to follow our Facebook group and Facebook page, One Verse, one, the number, verse, no spaces, very easy to find. And yeah, tell us how you like the
You,
video. We
you can
appreciate
like
you
put a
guys.
URL in the description or something.
Yeah,
Of
we put a
how to
URL
join.
right down in the description.
Yeah,
So
we'll put it on there.
just click the link and you will be sure to not regret it. We got some big things coming, some NFT talk, some giveaways, um, and we would love to hear your feedback. Tell us what you want to hear about. We want to get
Yeah,
experts on this podcast so we can
definitely.
start educating people exactly what to do. Also, we're going to start doing tutorials. Isaac will help show you guys how to start building and scripting things. So be ready for that. If you guys want to learn about building, Isaac's the one to talk to. Um, and yeah, we appreciate you guys coming. Anything you guys want to say?
Well, if you want to add me, if you don't already have me, I know it's kind of funny, but it's Big Sack 77. So
We'll
big,
put his name in the description as well. We're gonna put
yeah,
Neo, Isaac, and I's usernames in the description. Be sure to
yeah,
add us, DM us. We're here to answer every question. We respond to 100% of people who talk to us, so
Yeah, yeah,
don't feel
for sure.
shy. We love it when you um, interact with our content.
All right.
yeah.
And I wanted to add to let people know that we're gonna be talking a lot about the whole Web 3.0. So definitely people to tap in for that in this podcast. So it's everything related to Web 3.0. Fun things, fun activities, games, everything. We're covering it all. We're doing it all. And also the movement, the Oneverse community. It's growing. Follow us, support us. We're going to do amazing things with that. Amazing things.
Yeah. All right, guys.
That's on a Saturday. That's perfect.
See you guys later.
See you, man.
Man.
I'm probably going to still be
attention
here
my
for a
son
little
right
longer.